Hello ATF team members, Dr. J here, coming to you with another ATF Breakout session. I want to take just a moment to update you all a little bit on the surveys that you sent in. First off, we're very appreciative of all the information you gave us, and we're going to be able to make some good changes because of that. Let me start off just a little bit talking about how to read the FFPs, or what some of the acronyms stands for. The FFP itself stands for Functional Fitness Prescription, and that's what you receive each week in the email. And that's just a simple list of exercises that are specifically subscribed, or prescribed rather, for your specific category of dysfunction or dysfunctions. So that's what we call the FFP. And the way we read that in terms of reps and sets, etc., a set is effectively how many times you do a group of exercises, and the reps is the number of times you do that exercise. So for example, if I had something that was 3 sets, 10 reps, that means I would do a specific exercise 10 times, and I would do that whole group of exercises 3 times. So 3 sets of 10. That's the way that we read those. But many of those right now are just set up for one set. So you're just doing it one group of exercises, and we're just holding many of them for 30 seconds to begin with. And we're really focusing on isometrics right now. Again, remember, our progression is mobility, stability, strength, and then dynamic movement. And when we're working on mobility and stability, a lot of that is isometric and static holds, and we're going to hold most of those for 30 seconds, and eventually we want to work upwards of a minute. So again, what does FFP stand for? It stands for Functional Fitness Prescription. It's the exercises you do each week according to your specific category of dysfunction, and then a rep and a set. Reps, how many times you do it, and sets, how many times you do those reps. That's exactly what it stands for. So, and then always look at those descriptions. We have little cues in there and things for you to note while you do them. For example, when you're doing the self-myofascial release or the stick rolling, ball rolling, we may say hold it, and you're holding that on that point of pressure. Or again, we talk about things like in the stretch positions, flattening your feet to the ground. Or this week, you're going to notice if you are in the ideal category or the U1, you're going to see that we have asked you to start doing Indian clubs. And not all of you may have Indian clubs at this point. I realize that they've been made available to you, but you may not have them at in your home, and that's okay. Instead, what you can go ahead and do is go ahead and do it with an open palm, okay, as you do it, and really emphasizing and drawing and pulling those shoulder blades back as you do the exercise. Or you can just hold on to, if you have a shortened dowel or one of the rolling sticks, you can use that as well. If you come up with something that you can find in your household that you think mimics an Indian club and you want to send that on to us, that would be great. We take any of your suggestions, but for right now, that's what we're going to do. So again, this week you're going to see a lot of the same. Again, we're still focusing on that inhibition. We're trying to get those tissues more and more healthy, and then we're still focusing on the lengthening, because remember, we cannot fully activate a muscle, or we can't start restoring that posture if we don't allow or have enough mobility to begin with. But again, we're starting to do some of those isometric local stabilizers with the deep core muscles, with the draw and maneuver. But you'll see again we have a little bit of variation. We've added what's called the Tin Man and a marcher. We've added the arms and the legs as separate components on separate days. And again, we're really focusing on that draw and maneuver because we have to teach the body how to stabilize the spine. And if we don't teach this first, it's going to continue to lock us into dysfunctional patterns. So we hope you have a good time this week. We're hoping that those hyperlinks help you out just a little bit, and we're really hoping to get a lot more compliance. We're noticing again that many of you aren't having opportunities or have challenges with times. We know harvest season is ending. We know that this is, time is really difficult to come by, but remember, we're designing these to fit within that 15-minute time frame. We're asking you to get started, and again, remember, a lot of these self-myofascial release techniques, the ball rolling and stick rolling, is a lot like deep tissue massage. So you come in, you're sore, you've been working all day long, and you need that release and that tension in those muscles. That's what these are for. So once you get used to them, you can easily fit them within the 15 minutes. You may actually find that while you do your everyday activities, in terms of when you're trying to decompress, watching TV or listening to music or whatever that is that you do, once you master these exercises, and after a couple, 2-3 weeks, this is a great time for you just to relax, and you can kind of combo. You can get the therapeutic benefit of the exercise at the same time. You can get the decompression from whatever it is that you enjoy doing, like I said, with TV or radio or whatever that might be, or just spending a little bit of time with your family, getting them involved and engaged, because I do these same exercises with my two boys. I have a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old. Get them involved as well and start their lifestyle off in a healthy way. So remember, if you got any questions, you can always contact us at academytofunction@gmail.com. And we hope you have a great week. Bye.